of Famer David Aldridge. Mr. Clark, some teams have hit their stride and are really cooking now. So with that in mind, what do you think? Too soon to be talking about playoff aspirations?
I think it's way too soon. Clearly, you've got that on your mind out in the distance, but the focus is on the here and now. There's a lot of season to go. Focus on getting better with each game at this point in the season.
And the shot goes in. Horford's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Celtics.
Horford showing you what concentration and strength can do. That contact phased him hardly at all.
Waiters outside. Back to Dragic. And he makes good on the layup.
Nice move there by Dragic, navigating the paint well to find himself an open look.
Screen by Olynyk. Thomas, no good. On offense, here are the Heat. Kicks it to Waiters. Johnson outside. Pass to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Miami needs to get a shot off. From deep, Johnson. It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Boston. It's a three-point game. And the dunk by Horford.
You can't afford to give Horford that type of advantage inside. As soon as you do that, you're cooked.
Now here's Dragic. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Waiters. Boston grabs the miss. Thomas against Dragic. Olynyk, a screen on Dragic. Thomas gets a wide open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Boy, Isaiah loves to take advantage of the screen roll. Gets all the separation he needs right there.
Now here's Waiters. Not a lot of room. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Thomas gets the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Waiters surveying the D. Outside Dragic. Rebound by Olynyk. The Celtics with the lead. Crowder finds Thomas. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. Charity stripe shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Waiters passes to Dragic. Johnson outside. Here's Fasenko, defended by Crowder. High post shot. Fasenko, no good. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Here's Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Whiteside, a screen on Thomas. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Bucket is good.
The D must be better, or else he'll continue to hurt him down low.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Boston. Picked by Horford. Thomas against Dragic. Stolen. Here's Fasenko. Still scoreless. Rejected by Crowder.
great anticipation defensively. He was all over that.
And that one is good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
For Miami, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Right wing. Thomas against Dragic. Here's Whiteside, and that one good.
The 7-footer, Whiteside, using that size and snatching up the offensive board and finding his own opportunity.
Now here's Crowder. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Thomas deciding where to go with it. With the drive, Johnson with the block.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Here's Dragic. Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Kendrick Perkins is checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Thomas. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. To the middle. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Babbitt. Here's McRoberts. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Horford, no luck. Miami leading by 4. Johnson inside. Perkins on him. Pass to McRoberts. Good ball movement here by Miami. Whiteside, no good. And it's the Celtics ball. Down low. Now a timeout called by Boston.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Making a switch here. Pasenko's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Thomas against Johnson. Perkins with a screen on Johnson. Thomas. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Richardson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots? Getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
Here's Green, following the score by Josh Richardson. Clock at 4. The Celtics need to get a shot off from deep. Thomas. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Pass to Pasenko. On the wing, Johnson. Richardson outside. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. For 3. Richardson, no luck. Smart on the wing. Nothing on the board. Outside Thomas. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
Richardson against Landry. Richardson kicks to McRoberts. Richardson outside. Pass to McRoberts. Johnson for three. Green with the rebound. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Smart. On the wing, Green. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
You know, the three-point shot you have to respect and account for. Green really helps his team stretch the floor.
You know, Greg, it feels like every year we're seeing new three-point records. Why is that?
We've had a rise in analytic-driven front offices, and the numbers have told them for years teams should take more threes, less mid-range jumpers, so teams are being built to fire threes.
McRoberts, the pass to Fisenko. Now, here's Johnson. Pass to Fisenko, and here's Haslem. Over Horford, and it's sent back by Horford.
Horford relentless as a defender. In good position, that shot never had a chance.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Miami. It's Richardson on the wing. He's guarded by Thomas. Here is McRoberts. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. And Johnson now top of the key. From deep, Richardson. Again, the miss by the Heat. Boston trail. Outside Thomas. Landry passes to Horford. It's stolen by Haslem. Johnson with it. Now Thomas defending. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. To the inside. Fisenko. Green with the rebound. And for the Celtics, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Landry gets the bucket.
And you know, when Thomas focuses on involving his teammates, it really lifts them. A capable passer.
Here's Fisenko, guarded by Green. McRoberts, the pass to Richardson. Pass to Fisenko. Here is McRoberts. Shot clock at 3. A 3-ball. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. For Boston, they've gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kicks it out to Richardson. McRoberts, the pass to Johnson. Heat moving the ball around. It's Richardson on the wing. Stolen by Smart. To the paint. Here's Horford. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Heat have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Fisenko dishes to McRoberts. Pass to Fisenko. It's Richardson on the wing. Clock at 6. Johnson kicks to Fisenko. Here's Haslem. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Miami's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Fisenko. McRoberts dishes to Richardson. Here's Fisenko. Now here's Richardson, guarded by Smart, and it's good for 2. And it's a 4-point Miami lead.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Smart passes to Green. It's Green slamming it down.
Boy, when Green is attacking like this, guys, he's a fun player to watch. Just clear out of the way.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams will make substitutions.
Make some noise.
Waiters outside. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Dragic. Pass to McRoberts. Back to Dragic. Waiters outside. Second shot opportunity. Here's Whiteside. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Rozier against Dragic. Rozier looking around. Pass to Green from the arc. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
The Heat making a switch here. Pasenko's checked in. Well, it was the Boston Celtics. Their last game, a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Here's Johnson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Got that one up quick. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Dragic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Good at forcing the issue on the drive. When Dragic attacks like that, it forces the D to react.
One thing you really love about this guy is how hard he works to be reliable. I mean, he wants his team to know they can always count on him.
On the wing, Rozier. He's guarded by Dragic, and it's in there.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Right side a screen. Here's Waiters. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dragic against Rozier. Pass to Green. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Guys, that is concentration right there. Love how Green stayed in control and focused on the task at hand.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Miami Heat. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And that one drops. Dragic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And Whiteside sends it back. They get it back. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Waiters. 4 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, Green is known for his instant offense, no doubt about that. He's a guy that knows the coach is counting on him to let it fly and let it fly often.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Here's Waiters. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Green passes to Zeller. Brown outside. Buries the long-range jumper. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 1. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come. And during that first half, that'll do it for our show today.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Gerald Green really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Miami trailing. Dragic with it. A beautiful reverse layup. Dragic has got the first basket of the 2nd half here for Miami.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Thomas kicks to Horford. Back to Thomas. It's stolen by Dragic. They get a hand on it and stolen by Thomas. And here we go. Thomas heading to the hoop. Count it. Thomas got 7 points.
You know, the transition game is an area where Thomas, I think, excels. I mean, he caps off so many breaks for him.
Number 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Waiters. He's guarded closely. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Outside Crowder. Back to Thomas. Andreas screen on Dragic. Here's Thomas. Miami grabs the miss. 4-on-3 break. Here's Dragic. Misses from short range. Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Back to Thomas. And they're on the break. Deflects the pass, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Right side, the pass to Dragic. And he banks in the layup. Dragic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's sent back by Horford. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Yep, that one goes in there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
No good from Dragic. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the 2nd half. The 3. The rebound by Johnson. And the Heat shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Right side kicks to Waiters. Pass to Fisenko. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know, with some players, it's more than
just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet.
Olynyk is checked in for the Celtics. And he's good on the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Thomas against Dragic. Now here's Olynyk, guarded closely. Puts the move on, and it's good on the way in. Olynyk's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Celtics making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Left side, Waiters. Can't cash in from close range. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Outside Thomas. Olynyk, a screen on Dragic. The shot by Thomas. And it's Miami with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Raiders no luck. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Thomas. Here's Olynyk. Outside Crowder. There's Thomas with the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Whiteside a screen on Zeller. Here's Dragic. Pass to Whiteside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
You know, guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. Josh Richardson's checked in for Miami. Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Heat have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And slam dunk by Smart.
Kept his eyes up the floor, and it pays off.
The Heat trail by 3. Johnson surveying the floor. Now Whiteside. 7 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Shot by Johnson, no good. Celtics have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Olynyk has the open look. Timeout called the Celtics. Perkins is checked in for Boston. Here's Smart. Olynyk dishes to Smart. Going inside. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Celtics lead by 5.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Johnson against Smart. Inside. Here's Whiteside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Whiteside's got 9 points.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Olynyk sets a screen for Smart. Pass to Olynyk. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Richardson. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Smart misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Ellington, the line for 2.
And it's tied up with that one. And it's Smart with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Here's Crowder. Olynyk in the corner. Pulls it up. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Olynyk's got his second bucket of the night.
I love the compact stroke there for Olynyk.
Johnson, the pass to McRoberts. Back to Johnson. To the inside. Rebound by Olynyk. The Celtics have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Some changes for Boston. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Perkins. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Jay Crowder. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Miami. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
16 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. And McRoberts kicks to Richardson. Over Smart. Richardson, no luck. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics up 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Celtics leading by 5. Down low. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Richardson kicks to McRoberts. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Ellington sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Here's Brown. Smart on the wing. Back to Brown. Pass to Smart. Olynyk sets a screen for Smart. This one for 3. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist by Smart.
And he is pouring it on here offensively. Olynyk looks to be warmed up.
Here is McRoberts. Olynyk is covering to the paint. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Richardson.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Right at the free throw line. Thomas, no luck.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Over to the wing. Olynyk finds Brown. Horford sets a screen for Brown. Outside, Horford. Outside for Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Yeah, Smart, a dominant player in a number of ways, but consistency with the jumper, I think, would put him over the top.
Here's Richardson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Second team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Johnson against Smart. Picked by Horford. Smart kicks to Horford. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody wants to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And that one falls for Johnson. The Celtics making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. And both free throws good for Johnson. And taken away by Johnson. Knocked away. Stolen by Smart. Down low and taken away by Johnson. Here's the break. Here's Whiteside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Love seeing this aggressiveness in the interior.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Jerebko's checked in, and it's Green in for Thomas. And Miami also making a switch. Nick Roberts is checked in.
He could not convert at the line, which puts their defense under a lot of pressure.
Green kicks to Rozier. Zeller, a screen on Dragic. Rozier, the pass to Zeller. And that time, also a missed shot.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry. And now I think they've got to be really careful with the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And, you know, the more they penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop it. So they just kept doing it.
Rozier kicks to Jerebko. 5 on the clock. The trade. It's hauled in by the Heat. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Rozier with the steal. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Dragic with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Dragic gets the bucket.
And they should keep getting it to Dragic. The way he's playing right now, he is in a zone.
Brown outside. Back to Rozier. They kick it out to Green for the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Vazinko dishes to Dragic. Pass to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic to take the lead. And he sinks the layup. Dragic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Waiter. Jerebko the screen. Brown the pass to Rozier. Over Dragic. And it's Rozier missing. The Heat with the lead. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Both free throws good from Dragic.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Here's Thomas. And it's Dragic with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Vasinko. Off target at the rim. Here's the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 16th rebound on the night. Waiters outside. Johnson against Crowder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. So they'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Over to the left wing. To end the cold streak, it goes straight through with the switch.
Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
Now here's Waiters. D right on him. Right side sets the pick for Waiters. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Picked by Horford. Fires the 3. It drops. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than...
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Right side, the pass to Vasinko. It counts.
You can't count him out in big moments.
43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Dragic against Thomas. Horford with a screen on Dragic. Thomas kicks to Horford. Got it! A huge shot to tie it up.
Al Horford clearly has the touch right now for the Heat.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Side, this is to Dragic. Heat moving the ball around. Horford against Johnson. Dragic a screen on Crowder. 6 to shoot. Back to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Ooh, offline. The Celtics call time. For the win. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. And here's Smart.
As
tough as they get. Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
And he makes both free throws. Now here's Waiters. Whiteside sets the pick for Waiters. And he lays it straight in. Waiters got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Ripped away. Here's Fasenko. Thomas covering. Fasenko passes to Waiters. Outside Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Whiteside. Three-pointer. Rebound Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Thomas. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Waiters against Thomas. Now here's Waiters. He's guarded closer. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Boston. The lead is 2. Thomas dishes to Horford. Back to Thomas. Back to Horford. Shoots over Johnson. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Dragic with it, out-guarded by Smart. Whiteside with it. Pass to Fasenko. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the layup.
Oh, superb finesse to get that teardrop to fall.
Now, here's Green. Tight defense on him. Waiters outside. Whiteside kicks to Johnson. Here's Fasenko. Pass to Johnson. Here's Fasenko, headed by Green. And here's Johnson outside. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Horford. Olynyk high post. Whiteside's there. Green with the ball. Outside Thomas. Olynyk a screen on Waiters. Thomas kicks to Olynyk. There's Green with the 3. Waiters grabs the miss. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation to take the lead. Here's Whiteside.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah! And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force. And what a shot from Green. This guy isn't afraid of the moment at all. When his name is called, he's answering the bell.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Smart against Dragic. Pass to Fasenko. Waiters outside. 5 to shoot. Good on that time either.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Perkins with a screen on Johnson to win the game. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. both teams refusing to quit. Now Dragic. Waiters outside. Inside. Perkins pulls it in. Boston shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Pass to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Jacks up a three. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Waiters, and it's sent back by Horford.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Green inside the three-point line. Boston, no good that time either.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Smart on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Green, the pass to Smart. They kick it out to Green. Boston again missing. And Miami shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Vasenko dishes to Johnson. Waiters outside. Right side a screen. Lets it go with a 3. Kendrick Perkins grabs the miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
The Celtics call time. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Olenek, he's checked in for Perkins. Landry comes in for Al Horford. Crowder, he's checked in for Gerald Green. And Thomas subbed in for Marcus Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now here's Waiters. Defense is right there. Johnson outside. Vasenko kicks to Dragic. Pass to Vasenko to take the lead. No good that time. Boston shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Playing with aggression close in on that one.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Waiters outside. Off with the layup.
Looks to me like he's fatigued here in overtime, just not able to get it together.
Landry, a screen on Waiters. Pass to Landry. Shoots over Johnson. It's in!
This is why you never quit and never give up. An opening could be just around your corner.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. On defense, Boston. Waiters outside. Pass to Dragic. Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Waiters no luck. And that's an intentional foul.
The cycle. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
First personal foul.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line for the Celtics.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Here's Dragic. The rebound by the Celtics. And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
The offensive rebound.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
So it's the Celtics picking up the win. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And this be from Cash, not from YouTube.
Let's go. Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl when I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm working these shots. Okay, let's do it. Rock with me, baby. Ain't no stopping, baby. Okay, let's do it. I'm his favorite. I'm his favorite lady. Like, I got that so good that make him crazy. Yeah, I wanna give you love. Don't act crazy. Want you to be the one to give me my baby. Want you to be the one to give me my baby. Okay, let's do it. My ex wanna, but I'm off that. He wanna, but I'm off that. It's time to move on and get a new. Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl when I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm working these shots. Okay, let's do it. Rock with me, baby. Ain't no stopping, baby. Okay, let's do it. I'm his favorite. I'm his favorite lady.
I ain't really got time for you, but I always find a slot. Left the stool 4 a.m., now I want you at my spot. You always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. Anybody try to play with you, ain't ducking me. Rock with me, baby. Ain't no one stopping us, baby. Okay, let's do it. You my favorite. You my favorite lady. Okay, let's do it. My ex wanna, but I'm off that. Used to pay your rent, but I ain't giving it. It's time to move on and make it my chick, Both our exes broken, we getting rich,
Just got home with my little baby, it just hit 1 o'clock. Bad girl when I'm with you, and I just can't stop. Always on point for me, always on point for me when I'm not. You make me feel good while I'm working these shots. Okay, let's do it. Rock with me, baby. Ain't no stopping, baby. Okay, let's do it. I'm his favorite. I'm his favorite lady. I'm his favorite. I'm his favorite lady. I'm his favorite. I'm his favorite lady. Want you to be you. Give me my baby. Want you to be you. Give me my baby.
Is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, Roger like Kalani's. Okay, here at the parties, right here at the parties. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some best, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Baby, I'm serious too. They can't disrespect you, I gladly. I don't play about mine, I don't care. I'm addicted to you and it's clear. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, Roger like Kalani's. Okay, here at the parties, right here at the parties. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need someone, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena. Let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back. You don't need no one, help you inspire, Baby, let's make a movie. Come with me, know that I'm choosy. I need you to back it up. That ain't fast enough. You know I'm man enough. And I don't play about it. You know that I'm proud of it. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay. Like Kalani's, Roger like Kalani's. Okay, here at the parties, right here at